On.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. And thank you so much for coming tonight. I really appreciate you taking the time out to join our meeting. First, we'll start out by saying our names for the record so that it can be recorded for all those who are here. Um, let's start with Mr. Lewis.
Hi, good night, everybody. Osney Lewis, board member, committee member.
Thank you. Next, Miss Balin.
Celia Bellin, committee member.
Thank you. Miss Shamira, I should never say her name, right? Shamira, correct me if I'm wrong.
Shamira Busby, committee member.
Shamira, I'll get it. And that's Miss Bennett.
Adele Bennett, committee member.
Thank you. Miss Carol.
Carol Hines, committee member.
Thank you. Mr. Cameron. Hello. On site as Mr. with a Hotmail address, email address. Who is that? Okay, we'll come back to him. Next, Miss Mormon. Hello. Okay. Can you state your name and if you're a committee member or board member? Miss Mormon. Okay, nobody's finding there. Miss Patricia, can you state your name?
Patricia Rowe, I'm just a member.
Just a member. And Miss Swaby.
Hello, my name is Kamara. Hopefully soon to be a member.
Mr. Sorit.
Hello, Jay Sorit, member of Community Board 9 Housing Committee.
Thank you. We have a couple of members on here that haven't responded yet. Hopefully they'll say their names when they come. For the record, thank you. Okay, first up, approval of minutes. We have several board members on here. You may or may not have been a part of the previous meetings, but we really need to get our meeting minutes approved. So hopefully you had a chance to read them over. So this way we can get October and November meeting minutes approved. Do you think we'll be able to do that tonight? Yes, no, to participate. Members, I know Ms. Bennett is a member, member Balin. Can someone make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for October 13 and November 10?
Yeah, do we have a quorum?
I don't even know at this point. I just want these minutes approved. I just want to cry. This don't make no sense.
I approve the minutes.
Oh, you make a motion to approve the minutes. Who said that? Who said that?
Shamira, I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. Then anyone want to second it, please?
Adele Bennett seconded.
Thank you. Oh, anyone who opposed the approval of the minutes, say no. If not, those who approve, everyone say yes, so they can be done, please. Thank you.
Yes.
And yes.
Yes.
Okay, meeting minutes is approved. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The next thing on board, the town hall. I'm still trying to find a place for the town hall, and I really need some help. So if anybody has some good ideas, because I would like to get the place locked down really quick, so this way we can start inviting people. So, ideas, please, if you have any, so this way we can follow through with the rest of this. I'm thinking maybe to try. Maybe we can get access to one of the schools like Walt Whitman or Erasmus Hall. If anyone has any ideas on that, or
Probably
another
Major
place.
Owens, could we do the Major Owens facility? There's an auditorium there.
The what?
The the recreation facility on Bedford near Eastern Parkway.
Okay, let me write that down. Hold on. Major Owens, what you're saying, Major
Owens.
facility. Do you by any chance have the contact information on that or website?
No.
I can look that.
Let me ask you a question about Major Owens. Do we understand that most of the time, because Major Owens is almost a complete private facility, that space has to be rented, and it will be rented at a specific cost?
Oh yeah, we couldn't afford that. I got $40 to the housing committee name.
So because again, a lot of people fail to recognize Major Owens was created under the disguise of helping the community, but it's not. It's owned by a corporation or corporations that rent out the different spaces. We have to be mindful of that, because that has been one of the greatest, I think, misrepresentations of what that facility was supposed to really do for the community, and it is not. So I want us to be careful with Major Owens, unless we could force them to create equity in terms of for lower income people and everything having access. That's something different, but that's just me just bringing up that information.
Thank you. That's good to know, because
I mean, it's exploratory. I mean, what you're saying is true to an extent. However, there is availability for organizations such as what we're trying to what we accomplish to see if they're willing to donate space that would allow for us to host a town hall meeting that will be for the benefit of the community. So we can possibly either work with one of the other community organizations within Major Owens to see how we can execute that, or figure out exactly. But this is exploratory. It's nothing definitive, but just something to explore in case there's something that you want to pursue in the future. It's worth having, other options available and know exactly what it would entail to move forward with that.
thank you. Ms. Bennett?
Oh, yes. What I was going to say is that since I've been a member of the housing for quite some time, and I remember we had town halls prior, and we had them at facilities within our district, and one of them was a church over there on I think it's on East 21st Street, and right up on Noe Street. There's a big Catholic church there. We had a town hall there. We also had another meeting at Brookdale, and they provided the space.
Brookdale, they closed it when they did that combining of the 3 hospitals, right? Wait, was it Brookdale?
Yeah, Brookdale's open. It's right over there.
Brookdale, okay. No, I'm confused. That's me. Okay, let me put that on the list. Hold on.
We had one there. It was at 555 Rockaway Parkway, right there. Brookdale was glad to assist.
You don't
So-
remember the name of the church that's on Nostrand?
Yeah, and there was a big church right there. And then there was another one. It's a little bit further in. It's between Rush and Rogers.
Okay.
I remember. If you ask Allison Martinez, she remember, because it was myself, her, and a few others. We all put that together.
Okay. So I'll check that as a resource. We have someone just joined us who's on the phone with the number ending in 87. Can you state your name for the record?
Yes, Orlando Morrison.
Thank you. Welcome. Ms. Bennett, did you want to speak again? I see your hand still raised.
I'm trying to get it down.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did anyone has any other ideas of where I can check into? I'm gonna check all of these this week. Of locations where we could possibly hold the house. And you know what? We don't have to stick to just 17, because I'm inviting CB9 and CB14 to participate as well. So if it's someplace that's within their area as well, that'd be fine, because I want to do a combined meeting and join after this, so we can join forces.
Yeah, but this is a lot. Brookdale's a very
Huh?
good place to get to. And they have a lot of parking.
A lot of, you don't think they'll do public transportation? Well, that's a thing to bring up to the meeting. Lack of parking because of all the people. Anyone?
I'm sorry. I obviously I just came in. What exactly are we discussing?
We're trying to get some ideas of where we can hold locations where we can hold the town hall meeting, because I'm trying to find a place. I still haven't found a place yet. So if you have any ideas of where we can contact the people so we can use the facility.
Okay. How big of a group might it be?
I'm not really sure how many will show up in person, seeing as how all of the COVID is going on. But I'm thinking the largest places we can possibly get to fit as many people who might show up.
A lot. Okay. I'm just thinking. And are you guys providing like the chairs or how's that going to work out?
Well, I would hope they would have chairs inside, like maybe an auditorium or anything like that.
Hello.
I'm
sorry.
Miss Hutsal. Can you
I'm
say your name,
sorry.
please?
That's a typo. Yes.
You went dark.
I know school on Class on Avenue. Is that too far up? I know they have a very big auditorium, and they also allow outside groups outside of the school community. It's now a campus of I think 4 small schools, and they allow other members to use the facilities.
What's the facility again? What's the name?
Prospect Heights campus. It's on Classon Avenue. I think I'm not sure. It's just across from the Brooklyn from the Brooklyn Museum.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's near to Clara Barton High School. It's on the other side. It's right beside Clara Barton High School.
Could you do me a favor, please, when you have a chance? Can you get the
Yes.
Do you mind getting the information for contact information so this way I can contact them? Would you mind?
I would try to find out. I was at that school many years ago, so and then it changed and became a campus. So I would have to find out. How soon do you need the information?
Well, as soon as you can find it. I'm trying to contact someone this week coming, so this way I can try and contact as many people as I can to lock the facility down if I could. So as soon as you find it, you can email me.
Okay, I'll try to reach out to them early in the week. I'm not sure if tomorrow or early in the week, and I'll get this information to you through Miss Frazier or Miss Sharif.
Yes. Or you can.
That's fine. You can call
or
me
email.
or email me. Yes.
Okay, or email you.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draft an invitation letter to the people that we want to come, and then I'm going to have it emailed out to all of you so that you can add anything that's missing, make any edits and things of that nature. So this way we can put together the letter, and once we get the facility locked down, we can send it out. And I also want to be able to send out a save the date before we do the letter, send out the letter, so this way we can make sure they have their calendar, have it on their calendar to show up. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. And sorry, but this meeting is going to be a little brief because I'm not feeling too good, but I'm trying to hang in there. So bear with me if I'm babble a little bit. Sorry about that. Let's see. So that's going to be that for the town hall. And if anyone has any housing issues or anything that they need to bring up for the meeting tonight, now is the time. The floor would be yours, because I want to make sure we address these issues as well. If not, leave them aside. Oh wait, Miss Hudson, do you have something else you want to say? Your hand is still up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to take my hand down. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
So if anyone has any housing issues that they need to discuss, new issue, old issue, bring them to the floor now. Forever hold your peace. Nothing. We have so many people tonight. We really have anyone and no one has anything.
Totally.
Mr. Sorit.
That's the question.
Mr. Sorit, you raise your hand.
Sure. Sure. I just wanted to mention that if anybody lives near or has any friends who are near 681 Clarkson Avenue, which is the corner of Albany and Clarkson Avenue. I know in the district, I guess it would be particularly if anyone is north of Linton Boulevard, there is a tremendous amount of housing that is going to be going up and development that's going to be going up on Clarkson Avenue. And one particular location, what's called Kingsborough West, is where there's going to be around 900 units, and there's a lot of issues that's involved with it. So if anybody is interested in it, I have a lot of the details on it, and basically it involves there being a lot of parking issues. There's going to be around 548 non-supportive housing units with no parking that's going to be provided. They're bringing in 328 new supportive housing units, which is basically going to be for the homeless, which is the equivalent of 2 homeless shelters. In addition to that, they're rebuilding the 2 old homeless shelters. So there's going to be a tremendous amount of social services on Clarkson Avenue. There's going to be parking issues where people are going to be looking for spots in Canarsie. It's a tremendous amount of stuff, and they're not telling people what's going on.
What are the cost for this place on Clarkson?
So for the Clarkson,
Mr. Sorgan, I know that, and I don't want to it may seem as though I'm interrupting you, but we've heard this at just about every single meeting that you attend. So what I did after last month's meeting, I reached out to the developers.
Yes.
I told Ms. Fields that we are looking for them to make a presentation at next month's meeting. I am hoping that everyone that's joining us tonight, I'm waiting on a confirmation for the January meeting. Once the confirmation is received, it will go out in the email notification to the housing committee members, so that we can finally get the facts about this development. Not that you're not giving us, but we're going to hear the next side of, we're going to hear this directly from the developers, because you've brought so much information to us in the housing meeting, in the land use meeting, and every meeting that you've attended. And I felt it was important for the residents or the committee members who've attended all these meetings that you've made this presentation at, or you've brought to their attention about this development that's going up at 681 on Clarkson and Albany.
Yes.
And let's make a educated decision as to whether it's good for the community, whether the community wants it or not. So
okay,
I just wanted to make sure that.
Okay, that's fine. Can I continue? Can I finish my comment and then you can comment afterwards, please?
No, I'm done. I just want, you could enlighten the members that are present here, but I just want the members to know that next month, because I've heard this for like 4 to 5 months from you.
That's right.
I want the members to know that we're looking forward to hear about this project sometime next month. Hopefully they confirm, but I've already talked to the developers to get the developers to make a presentation on the project. So yes, you could continue. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So just if a person is speaking, I think it would be polite if the person can continue speaking and for me not to be interrupted. I've done a tremendous amount of work on this. The last time I was here, I was interrupted by somebody who said that my facts were false, and don't listen to him. Listen to the presenters when they come there. So I'm giving information. What I say, everything I say is not something that I create. It's something that comes from the internet, in which I've done the research. And in my humble opinion, the developers have kept the community in the dark about what's going to happen. I have emailed the district manager of both Community Board 17 and Community Board 9, and I've given them the 326 pages of the developer's proposal that I got. And I did this last month, and I said, please post it on the Community Board's websites. And in both Community Board 9 and in Community Board 17, it has not been posted for everyone to see. This proposal was approved in 2020. It's been almost 2 years. And in the proposal, it says that they're going to disclose it and have community engagement right away. And the truth of the matter is that they haven't disclosed it at the beginning. You all and a whole bunch of people are in the dark as what's going on. And the proposal specifically said we're going to tell people right away. And everything that I say, I know there's been some doubt on this. I don't bring it up a lot, okay? But I am not going to come to a public meeting and say anything that's not factual, okay? I happen to be an attorney, okay? I don't publicize it a lot because I'm not here to get business. And I blur my background so that you can't see it when I appear at CB9, but here with WebEx, I don't know how to do it. But everything I say is factual. So when I hear somebody who's a district manager sort of put doubt in and say that let's hear what the facts are, okay? And to say let's wait. What's going to happen is they're going to make all of you wait until the last minute. And then what they do is when it's the last minute, when they wait 2 years, then they say, by the way, we're having our vote in 30 days. I want the community to be informed. I'm not saying it's a bad project. I'm giving my opinion. I'm giving facts. And I'm saying that I want the community board and different people to know what's going on and to be able to have a voice. And they decide. I want community.
Thank you, Mr.
Fine.
Thank you. I just want to let you know that, yes, we do acknowledge that you've been very helpful. And I think that's why Ms. Frazier has put together the meeting, the people to come to the meeting for January. So this way they can address those concerns that you have, because you have brought them up, and I haven't had a chance to read all the things that you sent in the email. So I will go through all of that, and I'm sure that they haven't put it onto the website yet because they haven't had a chance to read it all yet, because 300 pages is a lot to read. So
right, but
give people a chance.
Right, but what I'm saying is post it on the website of the community board so individual people could look at the proposal of the developer.
But I think we need to read something first before we can go post it on the website, because we don't know what's in it. We have to read it first, don't you think? Do you think that would be fair?
I think people, if they see the 330 pages by the developer, people could read it by themselves. It's a proposal. People should see it ahead of time rather than waiting 30 days where they're out of the loop. There's a history of communities being kept in the dark and then waking up and seeing, why did all this happen? And it particularly happens in certain low-income Black communities, and it's happening again now here. And I just presented it. If you guys want to do something, great. If not, I'll just do it at CB9. It's up to you.
No, I understand your frustration, but give us a chance to act on it, because you just gave us all of these things, and we need a chance to digest it as well. I mean, we're not robots, you know?
I gave it 4 weeks ago to both community boards. They could post it right away, and I shared the stuff with you also. So whatever you guys want to do.
Ms. Fields, may I, please?
Yes, please.
Just so Mr. Sorted know that we did have a joint meeting this week with Community Board 9, both Board 17 and Board 9, to discuss this project. Again, this project is in Community Board 9 district at the borderline. Yes, I understand what Mr. Sorted is saying, that parking and, you know, all the information that he has shared with us, valid information for the community to know. I have sat in several meetings regarding this project. It's a known project to myself. Ms. James has attended a number of these meetings, the land use meeting, the housing meeting. She spoke of the project. This is a project in Community Board 9. I am willing to have the presenters present to the housing committee, and if Mr. Afray agrees, the land use committee. I don't know after the joint meeting that we've had, what decision Mr. Afray is going to make, but he was present at the meeting with me, myself, and the district manager of Community Board 9, their representatives, and the representatives from Community Board 17. Next month, as I've stated a few minutes ago, I contacted and I can't remember her name right now, but she promised me that she will have a conversation with the presenters and ask them to make a presentation on this project at the housing committee meeting next month. So I hope that, we could garner some more information in addition to what we've already received from Mr. Suri. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Frazier.
Can I say something?
Who's saying that?
Is it
beautiful.
possible to maybe put up a link to the proposal versus
Who's
putting the
speaking?
proposal up?
Who's
This is
that
Orlando.
speaking? Okay.
Orlando.
That's something we can discuss with the communications committee because Tamara's working by herself at the moment.
Board. It has to be discussed with the chairperson of the board. I do not make those decisions. Those decisions come down from the chair of the board to the communications chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there any way I could maybe get access to the link for that proposal? Because that's one of my issues, at least, where, if I'm not in the loop of what's going on, then I'm pretty much playing catch up as to obtaining information.
If you share your email with me, I could forward to you the information Mr. Soy did share.
Okay.
Mr. Soy
No, I could do that, but just going forward, is there like a way to maybe obtain these type of information versus just sending out
Mr.
email?
Orlando, yeah, as I said before, this is a Board 9 project. It's not a Board 17's project. Board 9, if you contact their office, I'm sure they will forward whatever information is. It's public information. I'm sure Mr. Sorda said he went online and he got all the information. Community Board 9 could probably forward that information to you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mr. Lewis, you had your hand up. I'm sorry. You can speak now, please.
All right. So I want us to understand that there is a protocol to be followed. Mr. Sordid can, feel as though, because he shared information, it should automatically be put up. That's not how it goes. There's a protocol. There are board members, there are committee members, and so forth that this needs to go through. So we have to be mindful that we have to stay within the protocol and not rush to a conclusion. The best thing that the district manager, Ms. Frazier, did was to create a meeting in which the developer could come and speak. If Mr. Sordid wants to come to the meeting and challenge the developer, that's on him. But we cannot just take one side, as was stated. We have to stick with the protocol. And again, I don't know if Mr. Sordid's whole push on this, if he has interest also. We have to be mindful of that. So we want everything to be out in the open so we understand. Yes, there's an issue, there's a problem with a lot of the homeless and the shelters and everything else. But we have to be able to get all the information and make the correct and educated choices that we need to make instead of just running behind everything that would seem as though there's an issue. We have to be able to do that. That is why we have committees. That is why we have, again, discussions so that we could have all the information and make the correct decisions. Plain and simple. So Mr. Sordid could say, well, yes, we should post it up. It does not work like that. There is a board, the board votes, and then the chair will decide yea or nay, bring it to a vote on the board, and that's it. If it's public information that the states is there, and again, those people who want to contact Mr. Sordid, you can do that on your own. But as the board, as the committee, as a board member, we will not be doing it that way. Plain and simple.
Thank you,
And that's
Mr.
fine.
Lewis.
I agree with you that there's protocols. However, my concern, and that one of the reasons why I wanted to join this community board, whether it's 17-9, whatever number it is to be in the loop and be informed with information. You know, like the gentleman stated before, being able to make our own decision based on information that's being put out there. That's essentially what I think he's saying. So yes, it might be 300 and something pages, and yes, there's protocols. However, I'd like to make my own decision based on information that's out there. So, yes, you could research it, and I'm pretty green to this whole community board thing, but that's one of my concerns. How do I obtain information on what's going on in the neighborhood? And me joining this community board is saying, hey, maybe I could get information from you guys and then do my own research. But if I don't have information to work with, I'm kind of, left in the loop, left in the dark pretty much until there's a community board meeting.
Right.
So if I'm able to obtain information prior to the meeting, draw my own conclusion, and whether or not we have a discussion, I could have material and information to say, hey, you know what, this is what I read a few weeks back regarding this project. What do you guys think about this? But I don't have anything.
So this project is actually in Community Board 9 district. They are championing.
I'm just using this project as an example.
Right. And I understand. And this project is a good example, because if this project was in Community Board 17, we would have been championing this project and taking a stand. But this project is in our neighbors' community, and it will not be, it's not protocol. We work as a team, we work as neighbors. I just said, we had a joint meeting on this project this week. I think Tuesday, we had a joint meeting, both Community Board 9 and Community Board 17. And basically what Community Board 9 is saying to us, they're not ready to stand up and say, this is not a good project for this community based on the service that this community is going to give to the residents of their district. This is not something for Community Board 17 to champion. And sir, I appreciate you saying that. And please know, anything that affects Community Board 17, we take the leadership role to address those issues. This is a Board 9 project. So we are their neighbors. We work collaboratively and collectively to address the issue. And that is why I said, if you need the information, you could contact Community Board 9. What Mr. Sordid gave me, I am not going to share it to the public, because I cannot do that. It did not go through my chairperson. It did not go through the members of Community Board 17, and I cannot do that. But Mr. Sordid has the right to share that information with you if he so chooses, or if you so chooses to ask him for copies of it. And I apologize, that's just protocol.
It's fine. I mean, you don't have to apologize. Again, like I stated, there's protocols to follow. I get that. My issue is not about this project. It's information in general. That's my issue. My issue is saying, hey, we have a meeting, and the information I get is pretty much from the meeting. I don't believe in that. My information should just be overall. So if I come to a meeting, whether it's Board 9, whether it's, Community 9, Community 17, whatever neighborhoods or whatever it is, I just need to be able to have access to information. And I'm not just saying, just miss the gentleman's information. I'm just saying in general, because again, that's why it's called that's why it's called a community.
We do. If you had asked me for anything relating to Community Board 17, I wouldn't hesitate to share that information with you because it relates to this community. And if Community Board 9 share any information with me that they have already reviewed and it's public information, and they say to me, Ms. Frazier, anyone asks for a copy of this information, please feel free to share it with them. I would do that. Again, it's not a Community Board 17 project. The information was not reviewed. Any project, a matter of fact, I'm sending out information tomorrow or Monday regarding a project in Community Board 17. And I don't know if you sat on the meeting that we had last week, the first, regarding the storage facility. They sent me a copy of the presentation. I also have copies of the Shirley Chisholm Center, the feasibility study information that's in our district that I will be sharing with the residents of this community, maybe tomorrow or Monday. And if you're on the general mailing, you will receive a copy of that because that's what we do. Anything pertaining to this community and it's approved, we share it with the public. I cannot share Mrs. Sorda's information because my chairperson have not reviewed it. The land use committee chair have not reviewed it. The housing committee chair just said she did not review it. So unfortunately, I cannot do that. And this would be the end. I'm sorry, but that's just
it's fine. You don't have to apologize. I think.
Thank you so much, Ms. Frazier.
I think we're on two different pages, Ms. Frazier. Again, it's not about sharing information. For me, it's just general information. That's just where I stand on that. Because again, I like to research these developers. It's not based on the community. It's the developers for me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, all of your conversation here. Ms. Carroll had her hand up.
Yes, I have a question along the same lines. Is there a website where we can go to get information about what's going on in CB17?
CB17 does have its own website. Is it finished? Has Samara finished the website, Ms. Frazier?
The website is up and running. We are now in the process. We had to shut our first website down and build a brand new website. It's up and running, and we're still it's a work in progress. We're now working on our monthly newsletter, where we will be adding all this any information pertaining to CB17 or links to information that we believe the public should be aware of, links to the various agencies and things of that nature. But yes, our website is up. It may not have everything that you may be looking for, but it's a work in progress.
Can you do me a favor and drop the website link to in the chat so this way they can have it?
I will do that right now.
Thank you.
Well, I'm on the phone. I'm not actually on the chat.
That's right. Well, when I see it, I'll say it was because I think it's a long one. It's not the standard one.
I have an abbreviated one. Let me just pull it up and I'll send it to you.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you, Ms. Frazier. Mr. Sora, you still have your hand up. You had something you want to say? I don't hear you. You're muted. You're muted, Mr. Sora.
Okay, sure. Thank you. So what I wanted to do is two things. Number one is I wanted to provide my email address. So if anybody wants to see the facts, the information, and I'll tell you why it's important. Clarkson Avenue is the dividing line between Community Board 9 and Community Board 17. This project sits on Clarkson Avenue. So it's exactly on the dividing line. There's a lot of houses that are south of Clarkson Avenue down to at least Linden Boulevard. And that's Community Board 17. So south of Clarkson Avenue to Linden Boulevard is all CB17.
So why
interest.
don't you do me a favor? Drop your email into the chat,
Okay.
so this way anyone who
Let-
wants to contact you for the
Okay.
information they can.
Okay, so let me give you my email address is very easy. It's basically my
Can you
name.
type it? Can you type it in the button? You.
Yeah, so I'll type it down there. I also would like to say it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Because I don't know where, in terms of navigating, I'll look to see where it is in the chat as well.
Okay.
Okay, but it's jaysorid@aol.com, which is JAYSORID@aol.com. And if anybody wants to see the proposal, they could see it. With regard to some statements that were made, CB9 has not said anything that this is not about the project. They haven't even discussed the project. I'm the one who's pushing CB9 to do something about it, okay? With regard to CB17's interest, 30 years ago in 1992, and I have the documents if anybody wants to see it, CB17 got involved with this very issue at 681 Clarkson. It was all of the different block associations, and they were against the oversaturation of the homeless. And they said, yes, it's not our district where it's in because it sits on the border. It's actually officially CB9. But they said, because we're right there, we have an interest in it. So the New York City Charter said that CB17 could actually give an opinion. They could issue a resolution and say whether they're for it or not, because anything that you have an interest in as a community board, you could basically speak to and issue an advisory opinion. That's what this board did, CB17, in 1992. They could issue an opinion based upon an interest. CB9 would have jurisdiction as far as ULIP goes. But the sad thing that's involved in it is because it's a general plan, there's no vote, there's no ULIP. So that's why I want people to be involved, because in this situation, New York State Attorney General Tish James has to sign off on this. And that's my ace in the hole. So I'm not saying vote it down. I want people to be informed because I trust the community more than I do this being done basically on the down low. My email address is in the chat. If you're interested, also Community Board 9, the Housing Committee, we're discussing this. There'll be a meeting next January. And I was also on CB17 Housing Committee in 2015 to 2016. I was on CB17 Land Use Committee, in 2015 to 2016. I fought against de Blasio's ZQA, which was the upzoning. And I came to CB17 for around a year and a half. And I was on land use along with where I used to see Miss Bennett there. And I saw Rudy there all the time. So I'm not just some guy who comes here. I'm interested in the issue, and I just don't like it that people are basically kept in the dark. And basically, I watch and see how the man runs his game on you, and they keep Black people in the dark. I just want to inform people. And if you go to
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much for serving our community in the past.
Sure.
I have the website here in the chat here. For those who's on the phone, I'm going to read it out for you. It's nyc.gov, G-O-V, then /BKCB17. That's the abbreviated version for the website. So do you need me to repeat it again, those of you on the phone?
Yeah, nyc.gov/BKCB17.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, there you go. Okay, does anyone else has anything they would like to contribute, discuss, throw the gauntlet down for? Any new business at all?
I missed last week's last meeting, but the meeting prior to that, that was my first meeting. You guys said you're going to look into maybe setting up a Slack account.
Yes, I haven't gotten to that yet. I do have the Instagram thing that I call myself started, but we didn't do the Slack yet. So we still need you for that. I still got your email address. I haven't forgot.
Okay.
we still need you.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, look, I mean, ultimately, I just feel like, if we're looking to do these meetings, this is just my, take on it, that it shouldn't just be a a meeting to know information or have information. We should be ahead of the game. That's just my belief.
Yes, that's a good one. That's what we need to do. So I definitely need you coming to more of our meetings because we need, this kind of enthusiasm to get things done and get, the work moved. moving forward.
Yes.
So,
We need to be ahead of the game, not behind the 8 ball.
yeah. Okay. So, anyone else has anything they want to contribute?
No, not right now.
No.
Can you hear me?
Yes, who's that speaking?
Hi, this is Kamara speaking.
Hi.
Quick question. As mentioned previously in the meeting, previous month's notes has to be approved. Once they're approved, will they be available on the website to review so we can catch up on what has been said in the past, or is it located somewhere else?
Ms. Frazier? That's sure the permit.
Yeah, I'm here. You're, I'm sorry. I'm actually multitasking. I
No
heard
problem.
part of the question. Could you repeat that for me, please?
Where do we store the minutes so that other people can access them once they're approved?
Oh, the minutes are supposed to be stored on the website. As I
So
said
they're on the website.
before,
Okay.
I know that the chairperson has been the chairperson of communications. And by the way, the gentleman that volunteered his time, we are also looking for volunteers to assist on the website, tech savvy volunteers. So if you would like to volunteer in that aspect, please let me know. But the minutes are supposed to be stored on the website. Again, it's a work in progress. We've just completed rebuilding the website. So we are currently adding information as we go along.
Okay.
If you need minutes immediately, you could always contact me in the office if it's not on the website as yet.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a website.
Yeah, we do have a website. And I also email the minutes every month for approval. The minutes are emailed. Yeah, once it's completed, it's emailed to the members for approval during the meeting. So you can go back and check your previous meeting minutes, and the ones that you don't have, to reach out to me if it's not on the website.
Thank you so much, Ms. Frazier. So if no one else has anything else they would like to bring up, I will be looking at these new facility suggestions that you given so I can get us a place on lockdown, and someone can make a motion to adjourn. Anybody?
Okay.
Motion to adjourn is Al Bennett.
Second, Osney Lewis.
Second, Mary Downs.
Who's that second?
Mary Bell Downs.
Thank you so much. So it is now 8:23, and
Downs or Osney Lewis, either of the two. I'm working on minutes while I'm covering the meeting, so please forgive me. But I did hear two voices.
Maribel Downs
and Osney Lewis.
I adjourned it first, Bennett. And they seconded.
Yes, Ms. Bennett made the motion for adjournment. And I believe it's either Mr. Lewis or Ms. Bell Downs. Either one of the two said it first. Who did?
Downs. I didn't. Did you hear someone?
Let Ms. Downs said it first.
Oh, okay. So Ms. Downs second. Okay, there we go.
Thank you. And at 8:24, I call this meeting adjourned. Thank you so much. And I will keep you all posted and email you with the draft of the invitation. Thank you so much and enjoy your night. Have a wonderful evening.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good care.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Happy holidays to everyone.
Okay.